GitHub Copilot has a feature that not a lot of people know about, but once you know it exists, it completely changes how you think about GitHub Copilot. It's called BYOK, or Bring Your Own Key, and it lets you swap out the backend model completely. So instead of only using GitHub hosted models, you can point to any model that you have. So this could be your company's Azure OpenAI deployment, or even a local model that you have on your laptop that's running without the internet. It's the same Copilot interface with the same slash commands and the same agents, just a different model plugged in on the back end. So today I'm going to show you how this works with Copilot CLI as well as inside VS Code, and I'm going to be using a local model from Ollama running directly on my machine. So why would you want this? The use cases are pretty different depending on who you are. So if you're on a team or an enterprise, your org might already have an Azure OpenAI deployment or an Anthropic contract. BYOK lets you route Copilot through those existing resources instead of going through GitHub's inference layer. If you're someone who cares about data residency or compliance because your teams might care about where your code and prompts can travel, with BYOK pointed at your own infrastructure, you can control that. And if you want model flexibility, so the built-in Copilot models are great, but maybe you want to try a specific fine-tuned model or pick up a new release the moment it drops without waiting for it to appear in the model picker, BYOK gives you that. And if you just want to run fully local, you can pair BYOK with Ollama and you get a completely on-device setup. There's no external API and there's no cloud dependency either, so that's what I'm going to demo today. BYOK and Copilot CLI is configured entirely through environment variables. So you'll set them before you launch, and Copilot will use that provider for everything in that session. So there are 4 environment variables in total. 2 of them are required and 2 are optional. Copilot provider base URL is required, and it's the API endpoint for your provider. And Copilot model is also required, and it's the model identifier to use. Copilot provider type defaults to OpenAI, which works for OpenAI compatible endpoints, but you could set it to Azure or Anthropic if needed. And then lastly, there's Copilot provider API key, which is your API key. It's not needed for most providers that don't require authentication, like Ollama, for instance. I'll demo this with Ollama since it's the fastest way to see it in action. So I don't have an account, there's no API key, it's just a local model, but the pattern is identical for any provider. So first I'm going to install Ollama from ollama.com, and then I have it launched here so that I know that it works. And then in my terminal, I'm going to pull a model. So I'll use the command ollama pull, and the model I'm going to pull is Llama 3.2. Then once it's pulled, Ollama will serve it at localhost port 11434. So here we can see in the browser that Ollama is running. And then one thing that's worth knowing, regardless of which provider you use, is that Copilot CLI requires the model to support tool calling and streaming. So if it doesn't, you're going to get an error. And for the best results, use a model with at least a 128,000 token context window. So for Ollama, it's just 2 variables. There's no API key and there's no provider type needed since OpenAI is the default and Ollama is OpenAI compatible. And then we'll use the full model tag from the list, which is llama 3.2 latest. So here in PowerShell, we'll set the Copilot provider base URL to the localhost 11431 under the /v1 folder. And then for Copilot model, we'll set it to llama 3.2 latest. For something like OpenAI, you'd swap in the OpenAI base URL, add an API key, and set your model name. So it's the same shape, just different values. To see the full list of supported providers and example configs built into the CLI, you can run Copilot help providers and then check out the output there. And it also gives instructions on how to set up each one. So to test out this model, we can say something like, write me a Python function that reads a CSV and returns rows where the value in column status is active. So I have this CSV file that I had Copilot generate me just for the demo, but it has a list of users and then also their status and whether it's active or not. And then when I run this, it's going to create me this Python function that then I can run and test on this file. So I'm going to copy this out of the terminal and then create that Python file, and then I'll run it against my demo CSV file. And then here in the terminal output, we can see that it returns the rows where all of the users are marked as active. So this is the full agentic experience with tool calls, reasoning, and code output, and it's all going through whichever model you've configured. And the sub-agents inherit this config automatically. So the Explorer agent and the Task agent, they'll all pick up the same provider. Now, if you're using a local provider and want to ensure nothing touches the network at all, you can set one more flag, and that's Copilot offline, and you can set it to true. With this set, Copilot CLI stops making any outbound calls to GitHub servers. Combined with a local provider like Ollama, you're completely air-gapped. One important caveat is that this only gives you full network isolation if your provider is also local. If the Copilot provider base URL points at OpenAI or Azure, your prompts still travel to the endpoint, so Copilot offline only stops the GitHub side. Now, these environment variables will reset when you close the terminal, so if you want them to stick every time you launch terminal, you can add them to your PowerShell profile. So we can open the PowerShell profile with Notepad $profile and then paste in these environment variable lines. And then these will apply every time the PowerShell profile is launched. Now, BYOK and VS Code works through a dedicated UI instead of environment variables. And it just went GA for Copilot Business and Enterprise users. So if you're on a team plan, this is available to you right now. So here in VS Code, we're going to open Copilot Chat, and then we'll click the model name on the bottom to open the picker, and then we can select Manage Models. This opens the Language Models Editor, which is a full view of every model available to you, grouped by provider, with search and filter by capability or visibility. So to add a provider, we can click Add Models, and you'll see the built-in providers like OpenAI, Azure OpenAI, Anthropic, Gemini, OpenRouter, Ollama, and more available through extensions. So pick whichever one you're connecting to and enter the details, so the endpoint URL, the API key, and the model name. For Ollama specifically, VS Code auto-detects whatever models you've already pulled locally, so there's no URL to type and there's no key needed. We could just pick the model from the list. Then once this is added, the model appears in the picker alongside the built-in GitHub hosted ones in the bottom. So here we can ask it what's happening in this Python file, and then it's still going to use the Llama 3.2 latest model that we had set earlier in CLI, but now we're in VS Code. And BYOK models in VS Code aren't just for chat, they're available across the whole chat experience, including the built-in plan agent and any custom agents you've set up. Now, if you prefer not to use Ollama, Foundry Local is another way to run models locally, and you can install the AI Toolkit extension from the VS Code Marketplace, and it adds Foundry Local as a provider automatically. So we can go ahead and install this extension, and then once it's installed, we'll see the list of models that it provides in the model picker. We can go and pick one of those and then keep working on another model if we wanted to. So I've been demoing with Ollama, but here's a quick look at how the configs differ for other providers so you know exactly what to change. In the CLI, all three provider types follow the same environment variable pattern, just different values. So for OpenAI, you'll set the base URL to api.openai.com/v1. You'll add your API key and you'll set the model name. For Azure OpenAI, you'll use your deployment URL, set the Copilot provider type to Azure, and add your Azure key and deployment name. For Anthropic, you'll set the type to Anthropic and then point at api.anthropic.com and add your key and Claude model name. And then for any other OpenAI compatible endpoint, like VLLM, Foundry Local, or a custom deployment, you could just swap in the URL and you're done. In VS Code, you pick the provider from the Add Models list, and the UI walks you through the fields, so it's the same outcome, we're just not using the terminal to set it up. So for a quick recap, BYOK lets you use any model provider with GitHub Copilot. So that's local models, Azure, OpenAI, Anthropic, anything that fits your setup. In the CLI, we were using environment variables to set this up, and then in VS Code, we can use the model picker to do the same. I'll provide some docs in the description for how you can set this up yourself if anything I showed today wasn't covering it. And if you want to see what else you can do with Copilot CLI, I have a whole playlist about it, so go ahead and check those videos out. And if you like this video, go ahead and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.